You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we're going to be doing a follow-up video here on a video I put up yesterday about a Patriots fan that got into a fight at the game on Sunday. He was knocked out by a Dolphins fan, and medical personnel came over to try and help this guy, but apparently he was unconscious, and there's a lot of questions as to what actually caused him to die, because he was actually transported to the hospital, but many people actually believe that he probably died after the punch, because they were actually trying to revive this guy in the stands. And I was thinking that whoever punched him is probably going to be in some trouble. Now, I don't know what's going on at these NFL stadiums, guys. There's been a whole bunch of fights at these games in week 2. It's just outrageous, man. I've done so many videos on the fights over on Newsbreak because we actually have a Newsbreak channel. But now, guys, we have an update now on what actually happened to this man. Well, kind of a question mark, I should actually say. But one thing has been ruled out. The punch is not what killed him. That's what they're saying right here. So let's go ahead and dive into this on USA Today. Fan who died after Patriots game had, quote, medical issue, not traumatic injuries, autopsy shows. Now, whoever punched this man is probably thinking, man, I may be off the hook. I'm not sure about that, man, because these things can definitely get kind of complicated here. But a medical issue, what type of medical issue right there? They're saying, all right, it was no trauma that actually killed him, but I'm curious as to what type of a medical issue did he have? So let's go ahead and read this, guys. When a 53-year-old man died Sunday after attending the New England Patriots game, videos and witnesses accounts quickly surfaced online detailing a fight that resulted in the fan being punched in the head. Now, I was actually saying on my video that after watching the video, it didn't seem like the punches were that hard. But people that were actually there were saying that, yeah, it was kind of brutal. I don't know. But it goes on here and it says, but prosecutors are now saying the autopsy results indicate that Dale Mooney's death does not appear to be the result of a traumatic injury suffered during the scuffle, videos of which authorities reviewed during an investigation. Rather, the Newmarket, New Hampshire man experienced an unspecified medical issue that led him to die after he was rushed to a nearby hospital, the Norfolk DA's office said Wednesday in a media release. Quote, our investigation has included numerous law enforcement interviews and the examination of multiple angles of video capturing the scuffle prior to Mr. Dale Mooney's collapse, the DA's office said in a statement. Our investigation remains open and ongoing. The DA's office did not immediately respond to USA Today's request to specify the nature of Mooney's medical emergency. I'm not really sure either, but if you actually watch the video, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell based on the video, and they do have the video down here. I'm not going to play it, but I believe there's still a lot of questions here. I mean, they said, okay, the punch didn't kill him, but you may be thinking maybe the punch actually caused whatever medical issue actually happened. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I mean, these autopsies, man, I really don't know. So the guy that actually punched him, I believe, is not out of the woods yet. But what if Mr. Mooney was never punched? Would he have actually had this medical issue? That's what I'm not sure about. I don't know. So there's still a lot of questions here that we actually need answers to. But his wife is very, very upset about this. I mean, she wants answers to this. I talked about that in my my video yesterday. And it does say here also that the Patriots have not returned a message that was actually left to them by USA Today. I don't believe the Patriots have mentioned anything about this. Bill Belichick, Robert Kraft, or anybody, as far as we know. But the only thing that we know is that they had to bring out a defibrillator to actually help revive this man. So something happened, while he was actually knocked out on the ground. I mean, did he just suffer like cardiac arrest or something like that, or a heart attack, a stroke? I mean, I don't know, man. It was pretty wild. I mean, go back and watch that video, man. It was kind of wild right there. I mean, I don't know the kind of physical shape this man was in, but did he just overexert himself, trying to fight this other guy? Maybe that caused it. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do believe, man, that all these fights at these NFL stadiums, man, it needs to come to an end. There's no reason at all to be fighting at games. I mean, a man is now dead because of a fight at a stadium over football. Even though, forget about what the autopsy actually says here. This man got into this scuffle here because of football. Fighting over a game. Now, fan actually stands for fanatic. I get that. People are passionate about their teams. I understand that. But it ain't worth dying over, man. It's not. So the Dolphins fan, I wondered if the police have actually even questioned him. We haven't actually heard anything about him, but they talked to other people, that were actually there. But as far as we know, I don't even know if they interviewed the guy that actually threw the punch. But they're just saying that it wasn't trauma. Now, we see, man, in different cases, that it can end up being like a civil lawsuit filed against this guy, saying that, hey, if you didn't punch him, then maybe he wouldn't have had this quote unquote medical issue. I mean, I believe that's still out there on the table. And, if the autopsy actually stands that way, whoever punched him, man, is still looking at probably a civil lawsuit saying that, hey, if you didn't do fight my husband or whoever, punch him, he would still be alive today. That's possible. And in civil cases, the burden of proof, really, really low, man. It's not proof beyond a reasonable doubt. You just need to say, hey, we just believe this actually caused the death. And if so, then a judge can actually say, yep, I agree. Now you're liable. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.